think like any time of high stress, you know, make sure you're checking in with yourself, make sure that you're monitoring your moods, and practicing self-care. So that is critical, right? And that could be trying to stick with a regular routine. That's a type of self-care. That could be connecting with family and loved ones, or other people that you can talk with. It might look different this year, and we might have to be very creative in how we connect, but there's still ways to bring that togetherness together, you know, to that feeling of togetherness from this season. I think, you know, it'll look differently, but we have to accept that there's going to be differences. I think one of the things I've been preaching a lot, I do anytime during the year, but especially now, is practicing gratitude. And I know that gets said a lot, but I think, this is the time of the season where we tend to focus on what we're grateful for. And this year's going to be a challenge. And for some of us more than others, there's going to be some really hard, difficult ways to try and look for those things we're grateful for. One thing I preach to my clients is that practicing something I call the Bookend Technique. And that's where the first thing you do in the morning, I want you to write down 3 things that you're looking forward to about the day. And at the end of the night, last thing you do before you go to bed, write down 3 things that you are happy about or grateful about the day. And I don't care how awful your day is, you can always find 3 things, even if they're small things. Even if one of the things is, I'm happy the day is finally over, I made it through it. That's still something to be grateful for. I think we can find those things, and it's not trying to, make something, spin this in a positive way, because we know this is difficult, but there's always little positive things we can be grateful for and happy about. And then most importantly, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are, whether it be a trusted friend or loved one, or your doctor or your therapist, or if you don't have a therapist, one of the positives that's come out of this is that there's a whole industry of psychologists and social workers and counselors that have now been able to shift to work virtually. So we're far more accessible than we've ever been before. There are lots of people out there still taking new clients. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, especially if the holidays are feeling overwhelming for you. Use crisis lines if you need to. Those are available on our website. If you're a part of the OU community, don't hesitate to reach out to us as well. But most important, know what the resources are out there for you. Know that you're not alone, and know that it's okay to not be okay. We don't have to pretend like everything's normal and everything's fine. We're all feeling that way where it's not okay. And sometimes we have to say, you know what, that's okay too.